Christmas is not only a time for celebration, but has often been a backdrop for moments that shaped history. From the coronation of emperors to groundbreaking achievements, these 10 significant events, all occurring on or around Christmas Day, remind us how this holiday has intersected with profound historical milestones. Let's explore these incredible moments in chronological order. Coronation of Charlemagne, 800 AD. On December 25, 800 AD, Charlemagne was crowned Holy Roman Emperor by Pope Leo III in St. Peter's Basilica, Rome. This event symbolized the unification of Western Europe under Christianity and the rebirth of the Roman Empire in the West. The coronation not only solidified Charlemagne's authority, but also marked a profound alliance between the church and the state, laying the foundation for medieval Christendom. Charlemagne's reign fostered cultural revival and the Carolingian Renaissance, impacting European history for centuries. The event also reinforced the papacy's influence in crowning emperors, establishing a precedent for future rulers. It served as a pivotal moment in European history, blending Roman, Germanic, and Christian traditions that shaped the continent's identity for centuries. William the Conqueror crowned King of England, 1066. On Christmas Day, 1066, William the Conqueror was crowned King of England at Westminster Abbey. His victory at the Battle of Hastings earlier that year marked the end of Anglo-Saxon rule and the beginning of Norman influence in England. The event significantly altered England's language, culture, and governance, introducing feudalism and establishing ties with continental Europe. The coronation ceremony itself was tumultuous. Guards mistook the celebratory cheers from the crowd for a riot and set parts of London ablaze. Despite the chaos, William's rule ushered in significant changes, including the Domesday Book and the construction of castles like the Tower of London. This moment shaped the trajectory of English history and the development of the modern British state. Isaac Newton's birth, 1642. Born on December 25, 1642, Julian calendar, Isaac Newton would become one of history's most influential scientists. His work in physics, mathematics, and astronomy revolutionized the understanding of the natural world. Newton's laws of motion and universal gravitation provided the foundation for classical mechanics, while his contributions to calculus advanced mathematical thought. Newton also made significant discoveries in optics, demonstrating that white light is composed of a spectrum of colors. His birth on Christmas Day symbolizes a gift of intellect that profoundly impacted science and humanity. Newton's groundbreaking publication, Principia Mathematica, laid the groundwork for centuries of scientific progress and cemented his legacy as a towering figure in the scientific revolution. Christmas floods in the Netherlands, 1717. On Christmas Day, 1717, a deadly storm surge struck the Netherlands, Germany, and Scandinavia, causing catastrophic flooding and claiming over 14,000 lives. Known as the Christmas Flood, this tragedy highlighted the vulnerability of coastal communities and prompted advancements in flood defenses, shaping the region's approach to disaster preparedness. The flood devastated farmland, homes, and infrastructure, leaving a lasting impact on the affected regions. Efforts to recover and rebuild led to improved dike systems and a renewed focus on water management, issues that remain vital in the low-lying Netherlands today. George Washington's crossing of the Delaware, 1776. On the icy Christmas night of 1776, George Washington led his troops across the Delaware River, executing a surprise attack on Hessian forces in Trenton, New Jersey. This daring maneuver reinvigorated the American Revolution, boosting morale and securing a much-needed victory. Despite freezing temperatures and treacherous conditions, Washington's determination inspired his troops to press forward. The battle itself lasted only an hour, resulting in a decisive American victory with minimal casualties. This event marked a turning point in the war, demonstrating the resilience and ingenuity of the Continental Army. It also strengthened Washington's leadership reputation and rekindled hope for independence during a time of despair. First radio broadcast, 1906. On Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, 1906, Reginald Fessenden made history with the first ever AM radio broadcast. His program included a reading of the Christmas story from the Bible and violin renditions of carols. This groundbreaking achievement in communication technology marked the beginning of a new era, connecting people across distances and shaping modern media. Fessenden's broadcast reached ships at sea and individuals with early radio receivers, astonishing listeners who expected only Morse code transmissions. The innovation paved the way for the rise of radio as a medium for entertainment, news, and cultural exchange, revolutionizing how people shared experiences and information. Christmas Truce of World War I, 1914. During the first Christmas of World War I, soldiers on both sides of the Western Front engaged in an unofficial truce. They left their trenches, exchanged greetings, sang carols, and even played soccer in no man's land. This remarkable moment of humanity amidst the devastation of war underscored the shared longing for peace. Though brief, the Christmas truce remains a poignant reminder of common bonds, even in the darkest times. Letters from soldiers described scenes of camaraderie, sharing of food, and mutual respect, which starkly contrasted with the brutal reality of trench warfare. The truce was not universally observed and was discouraged by higher command, but its impact endures as a symbol of hope and goodwill. Japan's Emperor Hirohito ascends to the throne, 1926. On December 25, 1926, Emperor Hirohito ascended to Japan's throne, beginning the Showa era. This period would see Japan's dramatic transformation through industrialization, war, and post-war recovery. Hirohito's reign is a critical chapter in Japanese history, intertwining with global events of the 20th century. Under his rule, Japan expanded its empire before experiencing defeat in World War II. The post-war era saw Japan's rebirth as an economic powerhouse. Hirohito's ascension on Christmas Day is symbolic of a nation's resilience and evolution amidst immense challenges and change. The moon's Earthrise seen by Apollo 8, 1968. On Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, 1968, the Apollo 8 crew orbited the moon, becoming the first humans to witness Earthrise, Earth rising above the lunar surface. Their broadcast, featuring a reading from Genesis and stunning images of Earth, inspired a sense of global unity and hope. This iconic moment reflected humanity's reach for exploration in our fragile, shared home. The photograph of Earthrise became one of the most famous images in history, fueling environmental movements and changing perceptions of our planet's place in the universe. Apollo 8's success also set the stage for the Apollo 11 moon landing in 1969. Into the Soviet Union, 1991. On December 25, 1991, Mikhail Gorbachev resigned as president of the Soviet Union, and the USSR was officially dissolved. The lowering of the Soviet flag marked the end of the Cold War and the beginning of a new geopolitical era. This historic Christmas signified a moment of liberation and the reshaping of global politics. The dissolution of the USSR led to the emergence of independent states and a shift in global power dynamics. For millions, it was a day of hope and uncertainty, marking the end of an era that had defined much of the 20th century. These 10 Christmas days remind us how history and humanity have intertwined with this special holiday. From acts of unity and innovation to pivotal political changes, Christmas has often served as a backdrop for moments that resonate far beyond the season. As we reflect on these events, we can find inspiration in their stories of resilience, ingenuity, and hope, lessons as timeless as the holiday itself.